Hello and welcome back to another TEKDEP tutorial. My name is Nicholas and today we are going to be repairing the LCD backplate on a Dell Inspiron 14 model 5410. You see, our customer came into our store because their hinge has completely came out from the underside of their computer. But people do mistakenly quote this as a display. It is in fact not a display damage. It is the damage to the LCD backplate because the hinge has pulled out the screws and the screw casings from that. But it's a rather easy fix, and today I'm going to show you from start to finish just how you can do this on your own at home with the tools found here at TEKDEP.com. So let's get started. Now, just like any repair, we are going to start by taking off the backplate. These Dells all have Phillips screws on the back of it, and they are going to be a rather small one, so just make sure you have your TEKDEP screwdriver with plenty of bits to choose from, and you can find just the right one. And now these top 3 screws are not going to come out completely. They will simply just push off the top portions, but the other 4 down below are all going to be coming out. So make sure you grab them and put them in a safe spot. Once you've gotten all the screws undone, you will go ahead and take your pry tool and go under the area where the screw has already popped out the top of the display, and then go ahead and go around the outer edges very gently until you pop out all of the portions. Once you've done that, you should just be able to lift up the bottom plate and put that to the side. Now, these repairs are rather simple because you do not have to take apart too much. On these models, the hinges are above the logic board, as you can see here in the top right and the top left. On some models, you will have to take apart some of the logic boards or daughter boards in order to get the actual hinges out of them. In this case, just follow along to me and we'll show you exactly which ones you have to undo. But first, we will always take out the power connector to make sure that the computer is fully discharged and safe to work on. Go ahead and take your smudge tool underneath, and then with your finger on top, you should just be able to undo the battery connector gently. Once the battery is disconnected, you can also press the power button just to verify that the computer is fully discharged. Pressing it for about 10 seconds will just make sure it clears any other static electricity that may be hiding in the board. That way you are free and safe to use it without damaging anything. All right, after that, the only connection that this computer has to the actual logic board is the display cable, and that's going to be over here in the top. We're going to get under it with our pry tool and go ahead and flip up the little hatch down here at the bottom. Once that's flipped up, you can then just pull on it gently and pull out the connection. And with your display fully disconnected, we can take our Phillips head screwdriver. You'll need a bit of a bigger one for this. And we'll undo the connections of the hinges. We'll start with the right one. And we'll go to the leftmost ones. And you can't quite see it, but under this there is one more screw. That's just because our hinge is blocking it just a little bit. All right, with both the hinges undone, one of them will come off like this because this is the one that got disconnected from the backplate. So you can see there are a few screws that were holding it down. We'll put this to the side because we will need it for a little bit later. But now in this case, since this one is still connected to the backplate, what you have to do is bend it a bit. So you'll go ahead and hold onto the hinge, connecting it to the actual board. Lift it up just a bit, and then you can slide it off as so. And we'll put this to the side as well. Now, here comes the fun part. So when this hinge popped out, this part, which is a little protective cover down at the bottom here to make sure that all of the actual cables and bottom of the display are protected, came off. If that hasn't come off, you just get under it with a pry tool, go very slow, and then you can go ahead and chip it off as you do. But in this case, since we are now working to try and make sure that we remove the display is held on by this two little tapes, and you can see them here, and I'll zoom in for you. Down here at the bottom, this is adhesive double-sided tape. We're going to pull that out with a pair of tweezers, and that's going to be on both sides. And once we take that off, then we will be able to unscrew the 3 screws that are holding down the bottom of the LCD to it, and we can take off the LCD as so. So you're going to take your tweezers, start slowly grabbing the adhesive, and you're just going to roll it. Now, these adhesives are known to break, so just go slow, wrap it a little bit, pull it a tad, wrap it some more, and repeat that process. And there we go. Should slide all the way out. And this tape does go from the very bottom of the display to the very top, holding it down. So it will take a while, but go ahead and repeat that process with the other side. There we go. Once you have undone both of the adhesive, we're now going to take off the screws that are holding the display down. Again, a Phillips head screwdriver. It is a small one as well, so the same one that you use for the back screws can probably be used for these as well. This is a good teaching point. If you can kind of see in this case that it's not quite going and you haven't really applied that much pressure, before stripping the bolt, always try a larger screw set or a smaller screw set, just in case, because a lot of the times it's not the bolt, it is actually the bit that is stopping you from undoing it. Yep, there we go. So I just tried 2 sizes up and it came off perfectly. Now there are 4 total screws at the bottom there. Depending on which one of your hinges was the one that was broken, you'll probably have one of them in those. So just keep that in mind, because you will need them for the reassembly. But with all that off, you should now be able to simply lift up your display. In this case, you have to pull out the cable that is underneath this hinge cover, and you just gently lift it up, because this is the expensive and important part of the computer. And then put this safely to the side as well. Now, this is the important part. So obviously this is the broken one, and I can show you what it is supposed to look like here. This is where the real damage happened. When the hinge came off, it ripped off this important part here, which holds the hinge to the actual LCD. If that does break off, you'll lose all the leverage and you won't really be able to open or close your device. So what we are going to do is we are going to take off this portion, because this hinge we will need. After that, we're going to take our new display, put them both on it. And good thing too, because our TEKDEP screwdriver will have just about every bit that you will need for this. So if you do need a computer screwdriver, feel free to take a look at our listing. We have plenty of different options for you, but this one is my favorite. 145 different bits, so just about everything you need, and has our TEKDEP logo on it, so you'll always have TEKDEP on your side. Now, this is a specific for other models. This specific Dell, it does not have any of the antennas in the actual backplate of the display. A lot of other computers will. So if you are working on a different type of computer, or maybe even like a newer Dell or an older Dell that might have them, there may be a camera portion of the display that you'll need to take off, as well as the actual Wi-Fi antennas that would be routed down and through your hinges. But luckily for us, this one, we don't need it. So this is the broken one. It will go in the trash. And here at TEKDEP.com, you can find the new Dell backplate that you can go ahead and get ready for your Inspiron if you may have had some damage. But we'll start with the leftmost hinge. We're going to reconnect it here. We're only going to do the 2 smaller screws that we took out after. And then we'll take our broken hinge that still has all of the screws in it, and we'll undo not only the pancake screw, but also the 2 regular screws here. We're going to separate it from all of the broken parts from the previous backplate. Go ahead and recenter it correctly and screw it back in. There we go. And it will be a little off on here. But that's because we have not fully put these into the actual computer. So we will do that after. But first, we need to get ready to reinstall our display. And we're going to do that with 2 things. You can either buy a full set of LCD double-sided tape, which you can find on our website, or you can get a whole coil. We have a whole coil here, but down in the description, and it should be popping up on the screen here, we have our recommended ones that we would recommend to you, but these are the ones that we use in our repair shop because they are a bit more efficient. Now we're going to take our double-sided tape. We're going to run it from the very top of this black bar to the very bottom, just with a little bit overlap, so that we can get another plier and pull it off as such. Same with the other side. There we go. After that, we're going to go ahead and take the double-sided portion off. You can just do that by grabbing your tweezers, but yours may look a bit different. But as long as the double-sided tape is on this side and then there's a little overlap, you can always undo it. And then we will take the display and we're going to put it in on the back. I believe this portion may come off. This is the actual webcam privacy lock. If it does, you just go ahead and slide it in on the very top right here. That way it can slide back and forth for the privacy, and just make sure it's there. Should line up within the hinges at the very bottom, but as long as it's in straight like that, you should just be able to lower it slowly. Make sure that the display cable goes through the hinge, and make sure that it is pressed down gently, because you do not want to apply too much pressure. And there we go. After that, we'll go ahead and grab the 4 pancake screws and re-tighten them into the hinges and the actual display portions too. Then you will take your bezel and you'll slide it under, and you will make sure that the top portion that is along the bottom of the display, this area here, goes under, because there are a few lips that need to go underneath before you press it down. But once that is in and secured, very gently press it into place. And there we go. Once you have this completely set up, it should look something like this. Everything should be flush. No bulge on any of the sides of the display, as well as on the actual bezel. So then you'll take your main top case, we'll get this ready to reconnect display. Easiest way to do it is simply have the top case under, put the display on top of it, and then bend the hinge backwards, simply holding down on both sides, slowly lowering it back down. It has a few guidelines, so it is pretty easy to get into the right place, but if you are struggling a little bit, just take it slow. You can also hang it off the side of a table, and that might help out a little bit too. Once you have all that done, we can go ahead and retighten our hinges. Go ahead and grab your 2 screws. One's going to go in the top left here, the other one at the very bottom. And then on the far right, the one over here on the left, and then on the very bottom. And then we will reconnect the display cable. By pushing it in and then taking the bar and securing it around the edge. And final step is just to put back on your backplate. Before you actually put the backplate on, you will want to reconnect your battery. So just simply grab your battery connector, press it back in, and make sure that it is pushed in all the way. A lot of people forget this last step. They don't press it in far enough, and their computer does not turn on, and they get a little worried. But it is okay. Just make sure that it goes in as far as it can, and you should be good to go. But now we will take our backplate, press it down from the bottom and the sides, screw in the top screws, and then the final and there we go. You have fully reconnected and replaced your top case like brand new. And the last thing to do is simply turn it on. Make sure everything is correctly installed. And there we go. This is just warning us that our battery is running low, but that's okay because we will go ahead and make sure everything is charged up for the customer. And if you got through to the end of this video and found that maybe this repair is just a bit too complicated, don't worry. We have a full mail-in repair service, and we help people just like you who may just need a little more help on their repairs. So feel free to go to the link in the description down below. It'll take you directly to our form where you would fill out your make, model, and issue with your computer. And even data recovery needs, we got it all there in that form. Then we get it in, get it repaired for you, and send it back to you as quick as possible so you do not have to worry. And with that, if you did need any of the parts listed in this video, they should be also in the description. We have just about everything you could think of, from tools, parts, and even our now new branded TEKDEP screwdriver and 145-bit set that you can find down there too. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you did need any help with anything else, we have plenty of videos, so feel free to watch another one if you would like to. And thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.